Hey, what's up, y'all? Big Willie here, and welcome back to another episode of our FTB Skies Expert Let's Play. So I was sitting on the bench, and then I hit shift, and now I'm standing up. But anywho, I've been gone for like 2 weeks. We had a family emergency. I'm not going to put all the details of it here, but just know the last 2 weeks have not been a vacation for me. But I'm back home trying to get back to where we were, and I do still intend to finish this pack with you guys. So for today, I have no idea what we're doing. So without any further doing, let's get into it. Okay, so I think we were working on, we needed polonium and plutonium in pretty big quantities. So we were running these to try and build those up. Now I had the numbers I needed written down somewhere, but I have no clue where I put that post-it note. So let me see if I can, oh yep, I think I found it. All right, so it looks like we needed a total of 108 plutonium and 432 polonium pellets. So it looks like polonium we are going to need a whole lot more of. And this is still processing our fissile fuel into nuclear waste for us. So that's good. It's only going to process it into polonium when it's daytime, but right now the buffer's not even full. I think I had shut off the plutonium because I think we have the number that I thought we needed for that. So let's go check on it. Where is my shrinker? Nope, that's building gadget. Oh, there it is. It's in my inventory. Oh, wrong one. All right, here we go. This one is still processing, 121. So we are still letting this go because I'm not sure. Even though it says we only need 108, I get the feeling we might need more. So I guess we'll just let this one run as well, making us some more of that. Now, where were we on the rest of it? Because we're waiting on the plutonium and the polonium for our SPS casings so that we can proceed into making antimatter. And then once we make antimatter, we can use nuclear for whatever synthesis thingy to turn our pineapple chunks back into more pineapples to make our pina coladas. Yes. So that is for the main quest line. Let's take a look down here at what we've got to do for this. So Gaia Steel. For Gaia Steel, we're going to need to make the Gaia agglomeration plate. So we need a rune of teleportation, a rune of energy, 3 Gaia shards, and we're going to need another terrestrial agglomeration plate and elven lapis blocks. Okay, let's go chase down some of those ingredients. I already had a couple of things pinned. So the first thing we're going to need to make in order to make our Gaia shards is we need to make the Terra Catalyst, which is used with our runic altar to do different transformations in the runic altar. So it looks like we have everything except for Terra Steel Ingots. Let's go look at our regular one and see if that's true. We don't have any shimmer rock, so we need a recipe for shimmer rock. Where does shimmer rock come from? From Bifrost glass. Let's make some of that. And shimmer rock. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our shimmer rock. And now we should be able to make the Terra Catalyst. All right, now the Terra Catalyst, we can automate it if we make another one of these altars, I think. Or not altars, mana pools, mechanical mana pool. I'm not sure if we would have the ability to send it in with a recipe and then pull it back out after the recipe. We could try it, but I'm not going to worry about it for today. So for today, we're just going to toss it in here, and then we're going to grab out Gaia Spirit. Let's do like 16 of these, and this should convert them all over, and there we go. That gets us more than enough for the task at hand that we need to do, so we can get rid of those. Rune of Energy, we already have a recipe for. The Rune of Teleportation, we had actually already made previously, I think on video. So let's go ahead and craft up another rune of energy while we're in here. Just one, even though I think it makes two. So we'll let that do its thing. And then we're going to need another terrestrial agglomeration plate in order to make our big one. Question is, do we have one? What is it? Terre? We do not. Okay, so we don't have one of those, and this is one of those big multi-block craft recipes in miniaturization crafting. So we're going to need 20 lapis, 16. Let me gather all this up, and then I'll meet you guys where our miniaturization crafting is. All right, y'all, let's see if I got it right. I remember the last time I had it all out of whack on the order, but I think I got it. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, something I have on has a magnet. My chest. Okay. Oh, look at that. First try. Unlike the last time I did that, and it took forever. I had to pause the recording. I got it so wrong. Sweet. There's our terrestrial agglomeration plate. Now let's check and make sure that we don't need to craft this one over here. Nope, it's just a recipe. And it looks like we should have all the rest of the components. I had requested the system make our elven lapis, but we'd already made that recipe together. So we need 3 of those. And then now we should, there we go. Gaia agglomeration plate. Presto. Now, for the setup for it, if we go look at uses, it looks like that is shimmer rock. So we're going to need 5 shimmer rock and 4 of the elven lapis blocks. So let's tell the system to make us some more elven lapis. 34, 9 times 4 is 36. So there we go. That's crafting. And then shimmer rock, we're going to need 5. So shimmer rock, we're going to need more of the bifrost glass. There's 3. Okay. So that gets us those and that. And then now we're just waiting on a few more pieces of our, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's head back to the other base. I said, let's head back to the other base. And let's go down here in our little, cramped area for Botania. And we will set up right over here. I don't really need that mana set up anymore over there for any of that because it is all getting fed via the export buses. Let's not put this on the ground. Let's put it in the ground. Okay. So just like with the other one, we need to make our little star here. And then we're going to put our other blocks. And then this should be the Gaia agglomeration plate. Now, we made all of that to make something on it. What was it we needed to make on the Gaia agglomeration plate? Gaia Steel Ingots. Okay, so for our Gaia Steel Ingots, we are going to need a dragonstone, a pixie dust, and a Gaia Spirit ingot. And we needed 8 of those, so we're going to need 8 of each of those. So let me gather those materials, which we've made together before, and we'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and grabbed out my wand here and aimed our mana spreader over at our hopefully properly built Gaia agglomeration setup. So now let's put on our pieces and see if it crafts. Well, it's not going to craft if you put the things on wrong, Wooly. 1, 1, 1. All right, and it is pumping mana into there now, but I have a feeling this is no bueno. Yeah, let's take this off and let's try this differently. Let's grab this. Give me just a minute. All right, we're going to try this with a spark. So I moved our mana pool closer, and we've just got a couple sparks here. Let's see if this will go quicker with our infinitely fed pool and a spark. That spark is not pulling any mana out of that mana pool, so that won't work. So do we need like a regular mana pool? I got diluted ones. What about a fabulous mana pool? Could make it out of some shimmer rock. Let's try one of those. We're going to need Bifrost Glass times 5. Bifrost Glass. Okay, and then Shimmer Rock. And then if we make ourselves a fabulous mana pool, Now the question would become, can I export into this? I think I've already tried this, so if I have, y'all have to forgive me. I am rough on all of this because I have been out of it for so long. But there's that. Yeah, that's not going to work because I got to pump mana into it somehow, so it's only as fast as I can pump the mana into it. What about an export bus? I wonder if an export bus will do it into a pool. Let's see. Export. Let's go with extended because they're faster. Extended export bus, and then if we tell you the invisible sauce, oh, it is working. Okay, so now let's go with some acceleration cards into here, and that is filling up quickly. All right, let's grab our spark back, and if we put a spark over this one now let's try it. That is still not sending the mana to the agglomeration plate. We can make the faster mana spreaders. All right, let's make a Gaia mana spreader, because now we can make those chunk things. What about a Gaia spreader? Ooh, I can make 2 of them? Yeah. All right, so I can put one over each of these pools. We can definitely put the potency lens on one of them. And then if we take our wand and we aim both of these, maybe this is fast enough? Well, it's definitely sending a lot of mana. Let's see how quick it goes. I'll pause. Okay, y'all. I led you wrong. I don't know if I'll leave the previous part in or not. It is not Shimmer Rock. It is Dream Rock. I looked it up in the Lexica Britannia because I let it sit here long enough and it was feeding it mana like it was the correct recipe, but it was not crafting the item. So then I came over here to the book and looked up our Gaia agglomeration plate, and sure enough, that's Dream Rock. I had the Elven Lapis right, but I had the Dream Rock wrong. And then you'll see here, we should get Gaia Steel if we do it with the correct Dream Rock underneath it. Let's try it again together and see if it takes 8 years. Now, I did do some other things trying to make it work. So I figured out that in order to get these things to pull from a spark, I had to make it a dominant, even though it will work like in vanilla without it being a dominant. It'll just pull from whatever one's calling for it, but that was not working for me now. So yeah, so let's stick all these on. Well, let's put a spark back, and then we're going to give it the dominant spark augment, which is just craftable. It was easy. I had everything we needed. And then now this thing should be lightning fast. Hopefully. Oh, the thing's changing colors down there now. It wasn't doing that before. Wow. Okay. So there we have it. Now we need to do that 7 more times. All right. Finishing up our 8th one here. And there we have it. So now I think this Gaia Steel stuff can be used to make all kinds of like super overpowered rings and whatnot for Britannia. But unless we have to, I think I'm going to just stick with the armor I've got that's been working. But now we can turn that in, and let's go look at our Globetrotter sash. So our Globetrotter sash, we're going to need to make the Sojourner sash. We're going to need some Elementium ingots, which I think all of that is automatable. Let's go see what the Sojourner sash takes. Well, we only need a Mana Steel plate, which we can auto-craft. So there's our Sojourner sash. Now, Globetrotter sash, just need 1 Elementium. There's that. There's our Globetrotter sash. All right. That should complete this tier for us. Oh, no, we need 16 runes of energy. So, rune of energy. We needed 16. Oh, that's right. When I went to do this, it's like looking for the missing ones. All right, so how many can I do at a time? What is it, 4? No. Is it 2? No. Is it 1? All right, I can do 1 at a time. So I'm going to have to do these 1 at a time. I'll be back when I'm done. All right, there we have it. 16 runes of energy. And now are we done with this one? Heck yeah, a creative source jar. That is kind of nice, but I mean, we actually already have a essentially creative source of that. Wait, it was 16 runes of energy. Oh, I guess I'd already turned some in. Oops, we made extra. Now we have 7 extra runes of energy. Oh well. But for the creative source jar, while it's nice, and we can definitely come back in and replace our stuff we set up over here with a singular creative jar, we essentially already have creative source set up, and it's just using our force infused diesel, feeding into here, and we've got basically as much source as we need. It might help us on the liquefied source sort of things when we hit a surge of making a lot of like quantum fluid. I know that this will kind of not keep up, so it might be wise to toss it into this little pipe setup with an extractor maybe for now. I don't know. Yeah, not real sure. But for now, let's just toss it in our backpack. In this backpack. Okay, so next quest line. Fruit of Grassalia apples. We already have that going, I believe. Fruit. Yep. So we can just grab one of these, come over here, and we can turn that in. Done. Okay, next. Do we have any charms yet? Charm. We have bookworm charms. We don't have any of the other charms. So it's going to take us getting into Ars Nouveau. These, they're craftable on the enchanting apparatus. Neat. So we need a Drigme and we need a Wixie, I think it said. Cool. So that's just going to be a couple crafts over here on our enchanting apparatus. Let's see if we've got all the pieces. I will grab the materials and be right back. Okay, so real quick to cover this for you, for your Drigme and your Wixie charms, you're going to need the shards. And if you haven't been lucky enough to get some spawn and then give them, the little gold nugget, I think it is for the Drigme, right? Giving a Wildenhorn you give to a Drigme, and you have to dispel on a witch while it is less than half health to get a Wixie shard. There's an easier way. So the Shady Wizards that we've been getting a lot of stuff from Ars Nouveau from, you just need some Lumium coins. I've talked about it earlier in the series. If you're not getting a bunch of them, please, 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 just when you see a wandering trader and you have access to those metals, go ahead and trade with them for the metals, the coins. Just have yourself a stockpile of the coins. They come in handy for stuff like this, where we can get the things we need from a villager trade. So as you can see here, I went ahead and got us a Drigme and a Wixie, since that's the two charms we need. Alrighty, y'all. So for one of the pieces on our Drigme, we are going to need to craft something up in our mixing cauldron. It is going to need a heat source underneath it. And just for that, I just went ahead and kept it simple, grabbed us a bucket of lava. So we'll put our bucket of lava down, and then I'm going to toss this grass block to give me somewhere to place my cauldron over the heat source. And then now we have our mixing cauldron with the heat source underneath it. The thing we need to make is the mortar and pestle, which is another hexeri block. It is a bowl of this. Is that 4 or 5 stone? It is 5. We need one more stone. Okay. So 5 stone and then 2 iron and a nether quartz, and then it needs lava in here with it. And now it should be crafting us up a pestle and mortar. Now the pestle and mortar we need to make our other thing. It shows in here pestle and mortar. And then if we go to uses, we need to toss in, to make the seed mixture, we need to toss in sage, beetroot, melon, pumpkin, and wheat. So let's grab those. Sage, melon, beetroot, pumpkin, and wheat, right? And wheat seeds. Now, I've never used this block before, but let's see if it's like, can I right click it in there? Okay. Oh, look, it does the mixing for us. There we have our seed mixture. Okay, and as I said, that is for our Drigme charm. We need 3 of those contained things. We're going to need an apple. We're going to need wheat. We're going to need a carrot and a cod. So there's our apple, wheat, carrot, cod. And then we need 3 of those strongly contained crystals, which I told the system to make. And then this all goes in the enchanting apparatus. So we should be able to, right here, And then let's look at our Drigme. Our Drigme charm's going to go in the middle. And the rest of our ingredients go around the outside. So there, there, there. We should have 2 more. We do. There. And there. And then a Drigme shard. Now, if you wanted to use Drigmes to farm mob drops, you'd have to do this to craft a bunch of them. But I don't think we're going to have to do that. I hope we're not. And there we have it. Drigme charm. Now, for our Wixie charm. Let's see if I need to pause or if we have everything. It looks like any sapling, a diamond, or any sapling, an emerald, a crafting table, and a brewing stand. I think we have all that. So sapling, sure. Let's grab a spruce one. And then a crafting table, brewing stand, and an emerald. And this will make our Wixie charm. So you, and you. And there we have our Wixie charm. So that gets the 2 charms for this one. Let's go ahead and turn those in. Now, did I set up a recipe for manipulation essences? No. Did we ever automate the imbuement chamber to make them? I don't think so. I think we were talking about it. So what I'll do is I will grab an imbuement chamber and the pieces we need to set that up, and I will meet you guys back over here. But first, let's go ahead and over here, as I had told you before, I went ahead and made the digital miner, and we should have more than enough Glacio Ice Shard ore. Oh, and it doesn't make us turn it in. It just wants us to mine that much. Okay. So now we can toss all of this hardly, we worked so hard to mine all of that. It wasn't hard at all. I just made a machine to do it for me. So there we have it. Digital miner has been used. It can go back in there, and then we will toss the rest of these into our storage since we don't appear to need them. Now, these manipulation essences. I thought... yeah, okay. Let's get those. Let's clear all this junk we're done with. Sojourner Sash. All right, and then we just need to get back to making pineapple later for the other piece. Sweet. I got to clean up some. Sorry. Give me just 1 second. All right, back over here near our source, I'm going to just set us up a temporary little setup with some imbuement chambers similar to how we're doing those, and we're going to use it for making the whatever essence thingy it was we needed. This doohickey manipulation essence. Okay, so here's what I thought we should do. We're going to do a drawer underneath with a puller upgrade that is pulling from the up, and then we're going to put the imbuement chamber above it. Now, we want this thing to only pull the essences, so let's go ahead and lock it. That way it can't pull anything out, and then we're going to set one more of these directly above, and it is going to have a pusher pusher to the down, and then we're going to put in here source gems, and we'll just put a stack, even though I think we only need 16, but it'll push a source gem hopefully down, right? Yes. Pusher, push down. Okay, but the source gem can't go in there because there's no pattern for it right now. So if we put our pedestals on 3 sides of this, and then we put our stone button, our clock, and our redstone, now it'll accept the item, and then once it's done converting, we'll set our filter. And now this will make a full stack of those, which, let's see, how many did we need? Is it a full stack? It's a full stack. So we need a whole stack of those, so once this is done, we'll have our stack of manipulation essence, and if we needed to make more, we can just toss more in there. Or if we need to repurpose this to make a bunch of something else in the imbuement chamber, we can do that also. But since we're sitting right here next to our essentially creative sources, yeah, it'll just be pretty quick. Now, I don't know if we're going to have time in today's episode to get through this next piece of this tier, but let's take a peek at it because I have not done anything with the charms from Cyclic before in any mod pack. So I bookmarked them. Let's just take a look at what they take. So there's nothing crazy there, just some crystallized amber. What about here? Wither roses. I think we have enough of those. More crystallized amber. Sparks we're already making. And yeah, we really should have all of that. But I think what we ought to do is we ought to save that for the next episode. So in the next episode, we will get through the charm that we need to make. And by then, all of our essence, our manipulation essences back over there will be done crafting. Once again, thank you guys for your patience with me while I've been dealing with my personal issues the last 2 weeks that I needed to deal with. And I am so happy to be back recording for you guys. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, smash that like button for me. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. And if you're looking for somewhere to hang out and chat Minecraft, we hang out over in my Discord, which is linked in the video description, pretty much on a nightly basis when I'm done recording. So, and sometimes I hang out in there and record, and I'm just like, hey, I've got to record a clip, and then I'll come back and still chat and hang out with you guys. So until the next time, bye-bye.